Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? My name's Chiquita, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to this Piscean Reports. I'm hoping all of you guys are doing fabulous as always. I know I am feeling amazing. I'm feeling amazing. But anyway, not important. All right, you guys, so let's get down to the messages that I had for you guys today. Um, or message. I had a few things that I wanted to touch on before I got started with you guys' message. The first things first, yesterday, when I did you guys video, because it was getting so late, because the time was like flying, I mistakenly said resurrection, and I meant to say rapture. So toward the end of the video, I said you guys are the resurrection, and I apologize for that. I meant to say you guys are the rapture. You guys are the rapture. Basically, we are experiencing the rapture in this time right now. But but like I said, I just wanted to touch on that. Sorry about that. It was just getting so late and I was trying to hurry up and finish. But anyway, the other thing that I wanted to touch on, you guys, was I definitely saw in a lot of readings for Pisces that the family is coming against them. Your family's talking about you, behind your back. They're trying to do all these things behind your back. And what I wanted to say about that is, first of all, let me say this, you guys. I have not talked to my family in over 30 years. Over 30 years. My family has not been a factor in my life at all. Like, not at all. Okay? They've never picked up a phone to call. To say, hey, how you doing? I never got a happy birthday. From my other side of the family, my father's side of the family, no one has tried to interact with me or connect and say, listen, we're brothers and sisters, and let's talk, let's get together, let's feel each other out and see where how we match up. You know what I mean? Like, none of this has happened. I have literally heard from none of my family in 30 plus years. If my mother hadn't have passed, I wouldn't have saw them then. And one family member in particular, I only literally, since my mother has passed, I saw her 2 times. I saw her at the funeral, and I saw her when she came to bring me and my brother's ashes, my mother's ashes for me and my brother. Okay, and I haven't heard a single thing from her since. As a matter of fact, when I went to my mother's funeral, and this will let you know how my family is. This is my family. Okay, my mother passed. This should have been a time where we all got together and we all gave each other hugs and we all sat and talked around and brought up memories of the past and the things mom said and the things mom did. Do you know not one person would say anything to me? Not one. They went out of their way to ignore me. My sister, her family went out of their way to say absolutely nothing to me. And they literally was sitting in the front row. I'm right behind them. Never said a word. As a matter of fact, if it wasn't for my brother being there, I might as well have been there by myself. And the worst part is they was doing it to my daughter. They was going out of their way to ignore my daughter. And she did absolutely nothing to them. My daughter is amazing. She's beautiful. She's bright. She's smart. She's amazing, right? But they went out of their way to ignore her, not acknowledge her existence, not acknowledge my existence at a funeral. Okay, that tells you what my family is. Okay, I don't have family. I have my children and I have my brother, and that's it. So anybody else who's coming against me, anybody else is saying anything about me, take it with a grain of salt. Like really, not a grain of salt. What do I want to say? Consider the source. That's what I want to say. Consider the source. None of these people ever picked up the phone to call me, to say hi, let's hang out, let's get together. And when I was going through it, none of my family picked up the phone to speak to me, to say, what's going on? How can we help? Is there anything we can do? You see what I mean? And my other side of the family went out of their way to steal from me. So If anybody's coming against me, you guys, consider the source. If anybody's saying anything negative against me, consider the source. Okay, none of these people know me. None of these people have said anything to me. And now that I'm receiving some kind of notice or some kind of recognition, they're doing what they always did, particularly my sister in it, which was to pull me back down, pull her back down, put her in a corner, pretend like she doesn't exist. Let's say this, let's say that. It's been like that with me and her my whole life. My whole life. I have always been nothing to her, like nothing. Okay, so for these people to now chime up about me is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And so I'm just letting you guys know, like, really consider the source. Why are you saying this about your sister? Why are you saying this like about your aunt, or why are you know what I mean? Why are you saying this? You know, they don't even know me. They don't know me. Like, why would you say such ugly things? Why would you not try to contact her? Why would you not try to sit down instead of going behind her back and telling everyone she's crazy and trying to, get orders or something against me to try to put me somewhere? They're not communicating with me at all. That is my family. You see what I'm saying? So truly consider the source. Okay? Understand these people have no interaction with me. None. None. Have had none. Continue to have none. Okay? So anything they say, whatever. Right? Okay. That's enough about that. Now, I wanted to share something that I was witnessing as I was preparing for today's message, because I was going to go another route, and then as I was getting ready, this image came to my head, okay, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I was seeing it's like this big old building. I don't know how many of you have ever been to Chicago or in St. Louis, but there are old. I don't know if you guys if you've ever been in an old stately building, something that was built in the 20s. In my head, I'm seeing these people in this high rise, and it was like almost like a loft, and a loft look to it. Big windows, floor almost to ceiling windows all around, right? And here's these 4 janitors, right? One's black, one's white, one's Asian, one's Latino. And they're all doing this. They're shoveling. They have these big push brooms, and they're pushing, and they're pushing, and they're almost doing it with reverence. You know what I mean? It was interesting, and they're all pushing, and they're all coming together, and they're coming together, and they're all meeting in this big space, and everything that they're pushing is words. You know what I mean? Racism, hate, anger, abuse, separatism. They're pushing these things, these words. What was that other word? But you get what I'm saying. They were pushing all of these words, big words, right? They're big white words, and they're in the floor, and they're sweeping up all of this as to say this is the way it was. Okay, they all get to the center, and they start right next to it is this huge drum, and they're scooping up, and they're chucking the words into the drum. Everybody's chucking the words. It was like, this old way of existing, this old way of being. They're chucking it into the trash. Okay, and they're doing it with such reverence as to say this is how it was, like goodbye to the old. They had their heads down. Nobody was talking. It was very quiet, and they're just doing this like that, right? And that's what what I got from that is yeah, they're sweeping away, and they're clearing away this old way of thinking and being and existing. Okay, they're making way for this new wave of people, these new you guys. They're making a way for you guys to now come in and say this is what's going to take place from here on out. You know what I mean? Yesterday, I started to touch on the rapture, okay? And I kind of briefly said everybody has an idea in their head of what they thought the rapture was going to be. You know, you always hear people saying there's going to be like a huge trumpet sound, and you know, there's good. People are expecting a biblical event, this major biblical event. They're imagining that we're all going to be sucked up and swooped up, you know what I mean? And then all this is going to happen, and then we're all going to be put back down. And I'm telling you guys, with everything in me, I'm telling you, and I feel it with every fiber of my being, this is the rapture. This is you guys having, everyone having their awakening at this moment in time, at this hour, at this moment, this day, this week, this month, this year. Everybody is waking up more and more. And as they're waking up, I'm always talking about release and let go. And as you release and let go, your soul feels lighter and lighter and lighter, and you are now elevating yourself. You are elevating your way of thinking. You are elevating your way of being, elevating all that you know life can be. And you're releasing hate, releasing anger, releasing separatism, releasing, old ways of thinking. You know what I mean? You're releasing it all, letting it go. More and more people are letting it go. We're letting it go. You know, it's the only way you can ascend is to let go of all that was. All that was. Okay? Forget about the wars of the past. Forget about the racism of the past. Forget about the ugliness of the past. Okay, release. It is, everyone is now releasing and letting go. When you're getting your wake up call and you're not understanding what's happening to you, what's going on? Why is this happening to me? You know, why do I think different now? I feel different. Something's happening. You are being a part of this rapture. And what people thought we were all going to get sucked up physically, you're being changed mentally. The rapture is how you see things now. It's how you do things from here on out. And you guys are that wave. You guys, all of you youngsters, 20 somethings, 30 somethings, 40 somethings, okay, even 50 somethings. Well, yeah. Yeah, some are, okay? I want to say some because like I said, there is that conditioning that others are still caught in. But like I said, it's happening to everyone. It's happening to everyone. Okay, we're not all waking up at the same time and saying, yes, this is it. This is the moment. It's happening quietly. It's happening peacefully. Real quiet, real peace. This is your time. It's time to wake up. This is your time. This is your moment. I also thought about something else because there are a lot of people who are saying, why me though? But why me? You know, I feel you. Why me? Why us? Why now? Okay. What I thought about as I was getting ready, you guys need to consider this. Ascended Master Jesus was allowed to be a child. He was allowed to be a young man, a young boy, a teenager. He was allowed to live and experience everything that you guys got to experience when you were growing up, and you were allowed to listen to your boy bands and do the skateboarding and the singing and the dancing, enjoying your music and the times. You were allowed that grace, okay, and that space to be you, to grow up and change into the person that you're becoming. But now you guys are adults, and just like Jesus, the Father said, okay, now it's time. It's time, okay, for you to step into your truth, to step into who you came here to be. And it is time for each and every one of you to step into who you were supposed to be, okay? Your children will be allowed to do the same thing. But because you all are the initial wave of this rapture, okay, You guys are going to be the ones who say this is how it's going to be, so that when these children grow up, they're going to take their cues from you guys. Okay, and they will be that next wave. We may not get to see the fullness of this rapture, because our role is to come here and wake everybody up. It's time. It's time. You know, the universe is doing it. God is doing it. Okay, because nobody tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Hey, it's time. Wake up." It's everybody's gonna wake up in their own time. They will choose you at the moment they choose you. Okay, some of you got chosen at a very early age. You said you, and what's interesting is the other thing. You guys literally signed contracts before you even came down here. You signed contracts, to be here in this moment, right? Much in the same way that those who signed contracts and agreed to be a part of that wave in World War II. Okay, the wave of Americans who saw what was happening in Germany, and the French and all of these other countries who you literally, I'm sorry, I'm going ahead of myself, I apologize. These people all agreed to sign. They signed a contract and said that at this moment in time, I'm going to serve, I am going to stand up, I am going to be counted, we are going to vanquish the devil. And you guys, they did that. They did that. They signed the contracts and they came to earth, and they got to live and be and enjoy the music of the 40s and dance and sing and the whole nine. And then that moment came. And now it's time. It's time to answer the call. Everybody started getting their wake up call. This is why you came here. You came. It's time to answer the call. And they did that. They did that. And ultimately, they did vanquish this devil. Okay, this is now your time, and you all are now waking up. But what's amazing, what makes me say it's definitely you guys. You all have what we didn't have. You have this technology. You have the World Wide Web. You have this internet. We all know what's going on all over the world right now. There's no chance for anybody to just sneak up out of nowhere and be like, "Wow, and I'm doing this." And we all now, we have cameras, and there are people in different parts of the world whose job is to shine the light on anyone who's trying to, do devilish things or evil things. You guys have this technology now. You could talk to each other all over the world. All over the world, connect with each other all over the world. You have what we didn't have. Okay, when we were coming up, it was America was all about America, China was all about China, Asia, you know what I mean? It was like that. Russia's all about Russia, Germany's all about Germany. Everybody was all about themselves. But you guys are global. You are a global society. And you are the ones who are now saying, the Father is saying, "Wake up. Everybody, it's time. Wake up. This is your moment. This is why you came here. You came to be the difference maker. You are the difference maker. This is your time. This is your moment. Okay? This is why you're having your awakening. Because you're now seeing. This is your moment in time to now see things, and raise your energy, raise your vibration to this new level, 4D, 5D. This is you all's moment. You see what I'm saying? Like, and you guys are the initial wave who is saying this isn't right. This is not how this is supposed to be. And you guys are waking up to that and you're realizing that. But like I said, there are people who are still enmeshed in this energy. Okay, so they don't understand what you guys are seeing. They don't understand what you guys are feeling because they haven't experienced it yet, until you've literally experienced it and witnessed and seen, wow, the angels do exist. Look at what happened. I wouldn't be in this position were it not for my guides and my angels. I wouldn't be in it. There are some of you who are saying there's no way in hell I would have ever been where I am at this moment. Was it not for the Father? Was it not for your angels? Was it not for your guides? And more of you are going to be shown that. More and more are starting to see the truth. Okay, they do exist. They are there. They see you. They want to help you. But because we have free will, they can't do anything until you give them full permission. And you will see them show up in your life in a way you would have never believed and never imagined. Never. I promise you, had I not seen what I have seen with my own eyes, I would have probably not believed it myself. For a long time, I didn't think that that was real, that that is possible. Okay, I was stuck in that energy myself, and that energy almost drove me to my grave. That is how dense this energy is. That is how thick it is. Okay, it is the devil is so enmeshed and immersed in this 3D energy. Okay, it's like mud. It's thick. You know what I mean? And it's hard to get out of. Okay, especially when you have so many people in your ear, and in communication and television and in the media telling you, you know, that it's this and this is going to happen and it's that and it's the other thing and that. Nobody's saying, listen, we're coming up with some solutions to, you know, to change the climate on the earth. This is what we're, you know, we're doing this now. We want to do this. It's look at what they're doing over in this country. Look at what they're doing in that country, and look at what this is, and then focusing on the most ridiculous things, you know, here's this movie that just came out and it got 4 stars, and you know, and then here comes somebody going on to talk in deep detail about this movie. Like we're focusing the focus is on the wrong things. The focus is on the wrong things. Okay, but that's that reality. That's that reality. Okay, but you guys, those of you who are now waking up, okay, you're now stepping into your role. It's time to step into your role. This is how we want the world to go. This is how we want the world to exist. This is how we want the world to be. You guys have a seat. We got this from here. You know what I mean? Thank you. Thank you for your opinions. Thank you. Okay, but we got it from here. Okay, we have our mission and we're going to execute. Okay, look at it like that. This is your time. This is your moment to shine, to be, to exist. This is why you came to this earth. You guys are the change makers. You guys, you get to determine whether you should hate someone or not, okay? And if you are awakening, you know there's no point to hate in hating anyone. There's no point. What is the point? You see what I'm saying? But in 3D energy, they nobody ever says, not one person has ever said, what's the point of this? Why are we doing this? This is ridiculous. Why are we doing this? You know, why are we creating separatism amongst ourselves? We're all human beings. All of us. Nobody's more different. We all have blood, red blood. At the end of the day, your hair might look different. Your skin color might look different. You might have a different way of talking. Okay. But that's no reason to hate someone. That's no reason to hate someone else because they don't talk like I talk. They don't look like I look. They don't act like I act. That's no reason. That is no excuse for hating another human being. No excuse. And those of you who are having your awakening, you're aware of this now yourself. I'm not going to raise my children like this. This is not how it was supposed to be. It's time. Okay, this is how it's going to go from here on. That's you guys' role. Okay? Oh. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I want to say? How many? Oh, 23 minutes. It's just that this is what the rapture is. This is what it is. It's not a big booming moment. It's quiet. It's quiet, and it's speaking to all of you individually, and it's happening on a much smaller scale, on a much quieter scale. I think that is why everyone is so taken aback by this, because we were all taught that there's going to be this big moment any day now. There's going to be this big moment, and little did you all realize that nope, it's coming very quietly. It's coming very peacefully, and it's coming to each and every one of you individually, and you got a choice. Everyone has a choice. You can either stay stuck in this or you can rise up and be counted. Okay? It's your time. It's your moment. It's your decision. Do you want to stay behind? Because literally that is what the rapture talks about. There are some who are going to be elevated, and others who refuse to elevate themselves are literally going to be left behind. Okay? There's no need in looking back. Don't look back. You know, it's like that story of Lot. I think that was his name, Lot. You know, the one about I think the city's name is Sodom and Gomorrah. I can't remember. I think so. But anyway, and here's Lot and his family, and they stayed, you know, they stayed in the energy of love. They stayed connected to source. But the rest of this town, this city was not. They were enmeshed in this dark energy. They were enmeshed in ugliness. Sorry. Sorry. But yes, that, you know what I mean? They were in that energy. They're in it. They're stuck in it. They're immersed in it. Have you guys noticed every time the Father does something and made an attempt to clean out the world, and he would literally wash away all these people who are stuck in his dark energy, but he would show grace and mercy to those who stayed true, right? And Lot's family was that, and the angels came and they said, listen, we're going to destroy this whole city. Okay, we need you to get you and your family out of here. And they were very specific. They said, don't look back. Don't look back. Just keep looking ahead. If you look back, you know, you saw what happened to his wife. Okay, Lot told his family, don't look back. And no matter how much they heard the screaming and the sighing and all that was happening back there, but they did not look back. Only his wife. And I think like she turned to stone or so, I don't know, a pillar of salt or something. You know what I mean? But that's you guys' moment now. You guys are awakening. You guys are ascending. Quietly ascending. Each and every one of you are ascending. And these other people have a choice. They either stay in that energy and get left behind while you move on and create this new way of inner thinking and being and existing. Okay, this is so deep and so biblical and nature. But a lot of people don't see that. They're not recognizing it as that because they're so used to thinking, well, there's going to be this big moment. This is the moment. This is your moment. And we're all waking up all over the world. It's not just here, it's everywhere. Everybody's waking up. Okay, and you've got a choice. You can either ascend as a soul, release all that was. Forget about the old way of thinking. Forget about the old way of being. Just let it go. Let it go. Whatever negative thing you used to do, let it go. It's all up to you. And you are either going to ascend to this new way of thinking and being that you're being called to do, or you're going to stay down in that energy and God only knows what's going to happen. You know? It's not for us to even imagine. Just don't look back. Don't look back. You just keep doing you, being you. Say, how can I serve? Father in heaven, how can I serve? What can I do? This is my moment. This is my time. What is it? What was I sent here to be? What was I sent here to do? And then be open to that. Be completely open to all that happens after that. Okay, don't look back. Don't worry. Don't worry. That's not our concern. That's the Father's concern, not ours. Our job is to awaken to who we all are supposed to be and do and exist. Okay? Those of you who are of childbearing age, it's your time. You are the ones who are going to raise your children to love, not hate. Accept. Okay, not chastise, not chastise. What's the word when you cast someone out? Okay, you guys are the ones who are going to be the ones who teach people how to love, how to care for the planet. This is our world. This is our planet. It's time. It's time. Okay. It is deep. I know it's very deep. But you guys are going to start seeing it yourselves. You will. I promise you, you guys are going to start seeing it yourselves. You're going to start looking around and you're the feeling. You're going to feel this. This is happening. This really is happening right now. Oh my God. This is that moment. I'm a part of the great rapture. I am a part of this big moment in time. And you guys are going to be the ones who say how everything goes from here on out. We're going to live in peace. We don't want war. That was you guys' way of thinking and existing and being. This is how it's going to go from here. Okay, those of you who are in areas that experience prosperity and abundance, you guys are going to be the ones who go to the other parts of the world who don't have all that and say, this is how you do this. This is how you guys are going to do this. Okay, we are all one, and let me show you how to do this. Let me show you guys how to get water. Let me show you guys how to grow crops in this energy, in this area. You know what I mean? You guys are the ones. Seriously, y'all are the ones. It's your moment. It's your time. Okay. Whew, 30 minutes. I'm going to stop it here because, like I said, if I'm left alone, I could go on forever. Truly, I could. But I'm going to leave it here. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed today's message. If you did, do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Nothing would make me happier than let you guys know this is it. This is your moment. It's time. This is what you came on this planet to do. This is your soul contract. This is your big moment. Your moment. Okay? Excuse me. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I hope that this message really takes root in your spirit. I really, truly do. Okay? I wouldn't be told these things and shown these things if it wasn't. I told you, when I first started tarot, I don't know if I mentioned it or not because I've made so many videos that said that's not cool and I deleted it. But when I first started doing tarot, all I wanted to do was just have this little channel quietly. Don't let anybody see me. Don't let you know what I mean? I don't want to do anything. I just wanted to stay in the background behind the scenes. And the Father said, let's go. It's your moment. It's your time. Let's go. This is why I awakened you. This is what I told you. You asked me, how can I serve? This is how. It's your time. Stand in the light. Speak your truth. Others will listen. They'll hear you. They'll listen. And I reluctantly stepped into the light. So, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the message. All right. I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a great rest of your day. And I will see you guys next time on the next video. You guys take care. Bye-bye.